Karma yoga is action without attachment to the fruits of your actions. Action without attachment to the fruits of your actions. Take, for instance, you ever known anybody who did something for another person and they got upset because what they did wasn't appreciated? Right? They did this really nice thing, this loving thing, but there was strings attached to it. The string might have just been, well, they didn't really express appreciation, or they didn't really like it. That's not karma yoga, is it? It's doing without attachment to the fruits. It's doing the thing because you do it out of love. No strings attached. If the strings are attached, if we do something with an expectation of a return, that's not love, that's business. In the business world, we produce a service, a product, and we expect monetary payment or some other kind of payment. But that's not love, that's business. Business, karma yoga, is doing things for the joy of doing them without attachment to the results. That's in its essence. In the Eastern teaching, when you have attachments to results and the external things, it somehow blocks that union with spirit. It contributes to attachment to the world as opposed to knowing in a more deep way source, knowing, being more godlike. After all, God is always giving, isn't she? She's always breathing life into us. She's always expressing and giving good to us. In fact, all of our gifts in life come from the source. She is always giving. And we're created in God's image. So ultimately, we can be as free as God is. Spirit gives for the joy of giving. In fact, Spirit created everything. In the Eastern idea, this is God's Leela, which is a word that means play. God is doing this for the joy of it and is seeking to enjoy life through us. But we make a mess of it, don't we? We get all stressed out and tense and full of fears and worries and anxieties and attachments to what we're going to get out of whatever we do. And that's what happens when we're attached to our results. We get disappointed, we get frustrated, we get angry. You know, after all, we didn't get credit for the thing that we wanted, and someone else got the credit, and we get angry, or we do something and the person wasn't impressed. One person liked it, another person didn't like it, and we think, well, maybe I need to do it better, or maybe I need to try harder or do something else so that they'll be impressed. All these attachments that we have lead to frustration and a sense of separation. Karma yoga is to develop, the path of service is to learn to develop doing things for the joy of doing them and finding satisfaction and fulfillment in the act itself, in the process itself. Imagine. Because what happens is we get so caught up in the result, or we can, that we fail to enjoy the journey. We fail to enjoy the very thing that we're doing because our mind is on the payment. Our mind is on the reward. Our mind is, well, are they going to like this? Are they going to appreciate this? Or are they going to... So the path of service is learning to do things for the joy of doing them to the best of our ability without attachment to the fruits. Karma yoga is action without attachment or desire for the fruits of our actions.